basic foundation for music theory is the concept of whole steps and half steps, and I just wanted to show you the difference between the two. So half steps are notes that are right next to each other, and the easiest way to see that on the piano is when you look up where all of the keys are narrow, they're the same width, way up high. As you get down lower, the white keys kind of spread out and the black keys disappear, so then the keys change shape a little bit. But when you're up at the top, you can really see the half steps, okay? If you play every single note chromatically, you are playing half steps. Half steps are every single note next to each other, okay? A whole step is made up of two half steps. So what happens when you play whole steps is you skip over one of the keys. So on the piano, because we alternate black and white, it kind of has this pattern when you start to play only whole steps. So a whole step scale is really kind of fun to play, and that consists of a chunk of white and then a chunk of black. Whole step scale only has 6 pitches instead of the major or minor scale that has 7 pitches in it. So it's kind of fun to play. It has this otherworldly sound like you're floating in space. There's no tonal center. There are no half steps that keep you kind of grounded in like tonic harmony. There's no center of it. They're all equal. The other whole step scale that we have on the piano is when you play the 2 black keys and then the whites on the other part. Okay, so these are all whole steps. So I just played for you a half step scale and a whole step scale. And then I just also wanted to show you, because it's easier to see on other instruments. This is my ukulele. You might have a guitar or a ukulele, or at least be familiar with them. And these lines here actually just, what's the word I'm looking for? They separate the half steps. So each one of these fret lines on my ukulele is a half step. Okay. Interesting, right? So, what are whole steps on the ukulele? That would be skipping, like every other fret. So let's go back down in whole steps. Does that make sense? So that's what whole steps and half steps are. When we write them out in music theory, there are a lot of different ways to do that. Usually in musical notation, you just see a whole lot of sharps and flats. For a chromatic, like half step scale, with whole steps, you just have sharps or flats. But sometimes when we're analyzing music, we use these brackets. So this one is representative of a whole step, showing kind of a bigger jump. And then this one is representative of a half step, showing that they're like closer together. There's less distance. So when we're writing out things like a tetrachord, we use these brackets to show. We can also do a W for whole and an H for half. Those are all used somewhat. So this is actually a picture of a major scale with all of the tetrachords stacked on top of each other. So a tetrachord, a major tetrachord, is a whole half, and then a whole half. Those are major tetrachords. Major tetrachords. And when you put them together with a whole step in between, that makes up a major scale. So this is a whole step, half step. That's a major tetrachord. We connect those with a whole step in between, and then we go whole step, half step, and that's how we make up a major scale out of whole steps and half steps. I hope that was informative. If you have any theory. As you can tell, I love getting my nerd on and talking about it. I love music theory, so please ask me to explain things. I'll make you a video. Bye.